What's up, Gunplum Modeler? This is Strider Prime bringing you another edition of Gundam Models. Today I am going to build the D-50C Loto Twin set from the Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn OVA series. It's just been recently released on DVD and Blu-ray in Japan. This kit I picked up at an Image Anime for a good, I think around $28. It's a good price, especially for the contents of the vehicle. Now, I was impressed with its capabilities in the series that was shown on the OVA. If you can see here, Bandai decided to go a little extra with this kit, considering the fact that it is a small mobile suit. So to compensate that, they decided to make two kits instead of one. However, don't think that the second kit is just another tank, another mobile suit. It's actually in tank form, or I guess that's what I'm thinking. We'll review that in a moment. Here are some of the features that this tank has. I'm saying it is a tank, unfortunately. No, it's a mobile suit, so don't piss me off. There's some added weaponry onto this vehicle, especially some sort of auto-cannon feature and dual cannon features that what we remember on the original gun tank. Now, according to a website that I normally frequent called Mega Anime HQ, or mahq.net, the Loto was created based on the previous mobile suit known as the F50D RXR44 gun tank, or R44, from the Mobile Suit Gundam Formula 91. If everybody remembered, it was that old yellow, I think it was, no, excuse me, it was like a blue, reddish white tank with cannons and missiles, and it was in a museum, and obviously I guess the owner of the facility wanted to use it against the opposing forces, and of course it was sold. The cannon blew up. So I was surprised that they even made a model of that. I think I even had that a long time ago, but I don't have that kit anymore. You could probably find it on eBay. Let's review the contents of this kit and see what we got. Now, I haven't built a 1/44th scale kit since last year. As a matter of fact, the last kit I made was the dual video of the Virtue versus Curious, or Curious versus Virtue set before I went on vacation. But leave it to Bandai to excel in their design and quality of the parts. The detail is very, very clean and sharp. Sharper than anything I've seen before. I think you can build two mobile suits because I don't see nothing different here. See the chest and another place for that. There's another place for that. Yeah. I guess you do make a two mobile suit set for this. Let's look at this manual. Very good detail on this, and I like the olive color of the green, the dark charcoal, dark gray, yellow, the yellow trim. This is not yellow, excuse me, like a sand trim. I wonder if I have this paint. Here are the added weaponry. At first, when I'm looking at this, I'm thinking that maybe this is something I can maybe pick up or pop out of previous models, but I guess this is actually part of the kit. Here's a little brief description and of the other Moble suits that came out in the series. Let's look at this. Here's the paint guide. And here's the actual instructions. Yeah, you know what? I was under the impression, the extreme impression, that this was just like you have parts to make this guy, but then you have parts to make this guy in tank mode and it doesn't transform. I'm completely amazed that you have, you know, a 2-in-1 set. Bravo, Bandai. Bravo indeed. Well, let's begin building Mobile Suit Loto. Parts are very clean. Very nice. Here's this. We'll keep that here on the side for now. I want to comment on the fact that when I was at the MosquitoCon show, there were a couple of things that a couple of models and things that I wanted to get that I failed to pick up, and by the time I realized that they were already closing shop, they were selling these little Macross kits that were about this big. It was shown in episode 6 of MosquitoCon. They were $2 a piece, and I think when fully built, they were about this big, roughly about 2.5 inches tall. Now, the reason why I didn't buy it was the fact that those models actually came here in the United States as part of the Robotech line. There were these 2-in-1 set little team type suits that was both a fighter and battleoid, or fighter and gridwalk, or battleoid are fully armored and gridwalk, and yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And I remember buying them and very disappointed in the quality. But I should have picked one up for a goof, so you guys can see it. Also, the one thing I forgot to pick up was one of these alligator clippers. These are a must, especially for holding parts when you're about to airbrush. I have something else that I picked up at not at the show, but something else. Oh, I don't see where it is. I'll look for it and I'll show it to you guys later on. But these are great for holding parts when you are to airbrush them. Alright, now we're going to move on to the first part of the build, which would be the arms. There's a lot of parts here. Very small, intricate parts. Make sure you file these guys down before assembly. Alright, let's sand that down. There we go. Oh, I think I'm missing a part here. As always, I always forget something. I always forget more than one part. There we go. So first thing is going to be the joints.